Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mumbles and welcome to a brand new series. This is The Long Dark, a game by Hinterland Studio, a Canadian company that kickstarted the game about 2 years ago and it was quite successful. They also got part of the funding by a sector of the Canadian government that helped them fund the game and get it going. The game is quite good. I will explain the premise of the game when we get started, but for now, let's just get the game started. Now, there is a story mode, but game is currently in alpha, and they are developing it. So, the only thing that's available right now is the sandbox mode. There are 3 different difficulties you can start off with. There's Pilgrim, which also makes the wilderness not attack you unless provoked, which is not really realistic. I mean, if there's wolves, right? There is Voyager and Stalker. Now, I played the game for a few hours in Voyager, and I can truly say it is still quite punishing. Even though it says it's not, it is. It's not easy. You need to be very patient, and you need to be smart. Now, you are an explorer and in equal parts hunter and hunted. The world will not give you anything freely, but you'll find that with time, you can master it. For players who are looking for a reasonably challenging exploration survival experience, but not a punishing one. So yeah, let's do Voyager. And when we master the game a little bit, we will definitely up the ante to Stalker. Now, there are regions you can start off in, and the game will put you in a random spot within that region. Now, unfortunately, I did not unlock these regions because you need to find the route that leads to that region. So we will start in Mystery Lake. You found your way to Mystery Lake, a blend of wilderness and man-made shelters, including the Carter Hydro Dam. We will play as a male. A mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought down your plane, crashing down in the northern Canadian wilderness. How long can you survive? Well, hopefully more than 24 hours. Extinction is the rule, survival is the exception. Carl Sagan. Ah, the great Carl Sagan. Okay, well, it started me off outdoors, and it is snowing. So, before I even show menu or anything, we need to get going. We need to get to shelter because we will start freezing to death quite quickly. Now the game, like I said, places you in a random spot within the region of this pretty big world. And it also starts you off with random inventory. Oh, I got a flare this time. That's good. Yeah, so you have random inventory, and you have to work with what you have and find whatever you can. So I'm going to break down these branches and pick up these sticks, and they could be used as tinder and also as firewood, which is very important. You definitely need to find shelter and fire, at least for the first time, for the first day, because you will not survive outdoors very long. And ooh, it's getting really windy. This I need a hatchet. Okay. I think I'm gonna go that way. I think that will probably be the best solution right now. Let's just pick up the stick. So yeah, let's head towards that direction. Just want to make sure that there's no hut or anything. Alright, cool. Now, you need to be careful with wolves, and I'm not sure if they added bears in any recent patch. I know they were thinking of adding grizzly bears, but definitely not very fun when you see them. It looks like there's a, what is that, fishing hut? Maybe. Yes, and also, obviously, the elements. You definitely need to get away from the elements. Nature is trying to kill you. At every chance it can, it'll try to kill you. So you need to avoid hypothermia and try to survive. Try to at least, you know, build a fire if you're outdoors. Maybe find some cover like these fishing huts over here. And yeah, just build a fire and try to survive. And you know what? I think that will be our first location. How long until daylight? 6 hours. That's not bad. So I think I still have a little bit of time, at least to kind of look at these, maybe visit a couple of these fishing huts. And we should get indoors, though, as quickly as possible. I think I do have 1 log of cedar. Cedar's not bad. Depending on the wood... Oh, look at my... See? I'm getting really cold really fast. Depending on the type of wood, it lasts longer when you burn it. So the game does look at every single aspect. It is very realistic, and I really like that. It's not, you know, throwing zombies at you or anything like that. This is just real world. Anyways, there we go. Cedar firewood, a hatchet. You know what? That is perfect. That is a great find, actually. Some soda. What else? Sewing kit. That is good. Reclaimed wood. Okay, nothing there. Oh, there's a rifle round. Too bad I have no gun. Ah, flare. That's a really good find here. Got pretty lucky with this start. And some newspaper for tinder and another rifle round. Cool. Yeah, so you could start fires in these type of stoves, wood stoves and stuff. So you need to find places that have chimneys. Some places like cabins don't have chimneys. So you will not, you're not able to build a fire, unfortunately, within those places. You can build a fire anywhere outdoors, but sometimes it's not really useful because that, yeah, you know, wind, blowing snow, you're still gonna freeze to death. I am hearing something. That is a deer, I think. Now, I don't want to see any wolves right here at the beginning because I will die pretty quickly. Okay. Oh, here's a frozen body. Come on. Nothing, unfortunately. Alright, well, let's just grab whatever we need, and I think we might have to head towards that cabin or whatever it is. Oh, Took. Energy bar. Cool, cool. Some matches is always nice. Matches are very, very important. And that is all. Oh, what is this? Tinder plug. That is actually very nice. Cool. Okay. I mean, I do want to go visit those huts, but I think we should start heading towards our destination. And then tomorrow, we will probably head out and take a look at pretty much every cabin in this little lake here. I think the important thing right now is to head somewhere safe and cozy and eat some things, maybe break down whatever we can. We do have a hatchet now, so we could get as much wood as possible and build a fire and kind of, yeah, take a little rest, a little breather from the cold air, because it looks like there might be a blizzard coming in. And it is quite cold outside. What is it right now? Right now it's minus 12 with wind chill. So it feels like minus 15. That is pretty cold, especially for daytime. And it could get colder than that. It could drop down to, I don't know, minus 30 to minus 40. I mean, I live in Canada, and where I live is not the worst, but it's pretty bad. It's the, I guess, central to northern part of Ontario. And sometimes weather could get up to like minus 40 with the wind chill, minus 45. I've seen it many times. And you don't want to be outside for too long. They pretty much warn you if there's any uncovered skin, yeah, you could get frostbite pretty quickly within minutes. So you do need to cover up as much as possible. Cool, so this looks like a ranger's cabin maybe, or some kind of office. There's the Canadian flag, stating that it might be some kind of, maybe ranger's office. And apparently this is a post-apocalyptic game, so there's a geomagnetic storm, and obviously there's bodies, so there's no life. I'm not sure if the devs are adding any NPCs to the game. That would be interesting to know if they do. Especially hostile ones. That'd be really cool. So not only do you have to be careful with wolves and bears, but also people. People that are also doing the same thing that you're doing, scavenging. So maybe you have to take that chance and kill somebody if you're starving. Okay. Just wanted to see where I am. Alright, so there looks like there's a derailed train there. So we might have to go visit that very soon. And there's a tunnel. Cool. And there's train tracks, so we maybe could find a place. Usually when you follow train tracks or a river, you usually end up somewhere interesting. Alright, so let's quickly get indoors because I am freezing. Yes, I am. Quite badly. And you don't want to get hypothermia. If you get hypothermia...
Cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, buddy. If you get hypothermia, you have to pretty much stay indoors for at least 24 hours. And stay, yeah, warm for 24 hours. So you can't really go outside or anything. And, oh, storm lantern. That is awesome. Cool. We could definitely use that. Yeah, you have to stay indoors for 24 hours, so that means you have to make sure that you have enough food to last you that whole day. And also a lot of wood. Oh, there's a workbench here. That's good. Oh, there's a line. So we can make a fishing line. Is there anything here? I don't see anything. So I'm not going to use the lantern just yet. I can kind of see what's going on here. Oh, antiseptic. Energy bar. Cool. Yes, and the game is very realistic when it comes to lighting. So indoors, it is really, really dark. Pitch black. And outdoors too, at nighttime, you can't see nothing. And they did it on purpose. You can't adjust the brightness. There is no option for that. Of course not, right? Because they do want to make you feel vulnerable. And I think that is the right way to do it. Because realistically, if you ever camped in the back, I said the back country, there's no lights. And when there's no lights, wow, is it ever dark. Pork and beans, that is very good. So pretty good start, I could say. Let's check these file cabinets. All right.
That'll come in handy.
Yep, newspaper is always good. Cool. All right, well, let's go upstairs and check it out. How many, oh, 5 hours. 5 hours is actually quite a bit. So let's get us fire. Ooh, this guy scared the crap out of me. Hey, buddy. Oh, well. Let's just see what he had on him. Oh, beef jerky. That is really good. 350 calories it gives you. I'll explain that system in a second. There you go. So we got a shelf to break down. Now that we have a hatchet. And these crates you could also break down pretty easily too. You can actually do these by hand. And I believe they take about, what, 50 minutes and 81 calories. Yes, so everything, you know what, before I actually explain, let me just start a little fire here so at least we could warm up a little bit.
Anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. That guy's dead, so he probably doesn't need it. Let's see the cupboard. Okay, and there's another bedroll. That's cool. I'll pick it up just for now. I might make this my base, my starting base for a little bit until I kind of get the swing of things and get ready and prepared. At least I could stock up it so I could go on long hauls. Oh, this is 92% condition. This is great. Downfilled ski jacket designed to keep the core warm, but minimal wind blocking capability. So wind chill's not too great, but wow, that's really good. Cool. Anything else? Under the bed? Nothing? Alright, so let's start a fire. Now, yeah, our cold is not going down. We are freezing, so we definitely do need a little bit of a fire going. Okay, so we have our matches to start fires with. And you have a percentage of success rate. And this skill does go up. So every time you do build a fire, you're pretty much leveling, you know, your fire starting base skill. You also have a repair and other little skills that you do just by doing it. There's no, you know, skill tree or anything like that. You just have to do it to actually survive. Anyways, so let's, yeah, maybe use some cedar wood or reclaimed wood. Well, we have 3 reclaimed wood, and duration is about 30 minutes. The cedar wood is about an hour, so I'd rather use the reclaimed wood for now. And the sticks actually give you 7 minutes, so yeah. You know what, let's use the reclaimed wood. There's a 50% chance that it will start, so we might have to use a accelerant. I don't really want to, though, because the accelerants are really good, especially for outside, because this 50% would go down to probably like 30, 40 outside. So you know what, let's take a chance, a 50-50 chance, and see if we can start the fire. And then when this fire starts, I will explain a little bit about how the game works with the calories and and all that stuff, all that fun jazz, which is a really cool system, by the way. It's very simple, but I like it because, it's failed. Well, you know what? Accelerant it is. And let's use a reclaimed wood. There we go. That was quick. There we go. Skill increased to 51. So yes, the way the game works. Now, this menu here shows you fatigue, cold, hunger, and thirst. All this is always going up. You have the calories here. So this is always obviously draining, even if you're standing still, which is very realistic. It works in the way it does in real life. And when you do things, it wastes even more. So you'll need to eat food, and food, for example, this candy bar gives you 250 calories. Now, you need to be careful, because less calories you have, it more affects your cold, for example. So you get colder faster, you get tired faster. And you always have to be careful, because you need as much energy as possible, because especially if you need to run, for example, that bar will be drained much faster, and you will get tired, and you will not be able to run away from wolves or anything like that. Or if you're caught out in a blizzard, you need to use that energy to get somewhere warm and safe. And now, if I want to break down this crate, for example, it takes about 62 calories and 15 minutes, so everything has time. So for example, if I need to skin an animal or gut it and take it meat, it could take up to like 2 hours, for example. And you have to always be careful, because if you take a look at here, it says about 4 hours of daylight left. So for example, it said 1 hour, and I said, okay, you know what, let's just gut this whole animal, skin it, and take all its meat, and it takes about 2 hours. You're screwed, because now you're outside, it's nighttime, it's pitch black, and you have nowhere to go, and you're gonna die. It's easy as that. And also, this is very important, because these numbers... Oh, you know what? Let's just make sure this fire lasts a little bit longer. Let's use the reclaimed wood. So add fuel and some sticks. So let's add some fuel. There we go. So let's do about an hour. Yeah, that's good. So yes, what was I saying? Yes, this part right here. So the air temp right now inside the room is about 7 degrees Celsius. There is also an option in case you guys want to, you know, if you guys use, for example, I guess degrees, metric system, or imperial, whatever. Anyways, air temp right now is 3, wind chill. All this is actually pretty important. Your clothing warmth bonus is plus 4 degrees Celsius, and the clothing wind chill bonus is 4C. So if we look here and we go down to clothing, everything has pretty much whatever, how much degrees it gives you. So for example, the gloves here give you 0.3 degrees Celsius, and to wind chill 2. So, you know, as you go around the world, you will find other items that are better. For example, this down jacket is actually really good compared to... I'm not even wearing a jacket. So that's perfect. There you go. I could wear it. And there's also, yeah, the condition. So this is where the condition is. As the condition goes down, these numbers also go down. Everything also has weight, so you need to make sure you're not carrying too much. This also depends on the calories you have. If you're carrying way too much, you're going to use a lot more calories, obviously. So yeah, pretty much here is where your all your medicine, your food, your tools, and your wood and stuff like that. Fuel. So that is pretty much it that I know of right now. If anything else comes, I will definitely let you know. So let's look at our situation here. So we have 3 hours of daylight left. We have, you know, the cold is going down, which is really nice. So I think I want to chill here for a bit. And I might eat something and drink something. So since there is a fire, let's see how long the fire is going to last. About 30 minutes. So I think I'm going to add maybe a couple more sticks. There we go. What I'm going to do though, so we have herbal tea, and all this actually gives you benefits too. So I could talk a little bit about the food as it comes along. So yeah, each food gives you some calories. Obviously, pork and beans, eating it warm is a little bit better than eating cold. It gives you a little bit more of a, boost to getting your cold status down. And also, this is very important, melting snow. So, for example, I want to melt about 1 liter. Now, yeah, let's do 1 liter. Let's see if the fire could do it. Let's see. Hopefully. Okay, well, there you go. It did it. So now we have 1 liter of non-potable water, which means it is not filtered, it's not boiled, so there could be diseases. You could get sick, you could die from diseases, and maybe some diarrhea and shit your pants, who knows. So, what we could do here is we could boil some water, but before we do that, there's 14 minutes left on the fire, so we should maybe add a little bit more fuel to the fire, so at least we have enough to boil that 1 liter of water. Now, you could take a chance and drink it, but I don't know. In real life, I did once do it. I went backcountry camping in northern Ontario somewhere, and I drank from a stream, and I could say I did not have a good night that night. It was quite bad. I had bad stomach cramps. Thankfully, it went away the next morning. Okay, so let's go back to the water, and let's boil this 1 liter of water. So now we have 1 liter of clean, purified water that we can drink, and we know it's safe. Yeah, and there you go. That's pretty much it. So now we look at our equipment. Our thirst is a little bit up, so let us drink a little bit of water, at least to bring that down a little bit. It doesn't drink the whole thing. It drinks just as enough to satisfy you. So whatever, depending on how, there we go. So depending on how thirsty I am, it will drink that amount. So I am left with 6.61 liters left. What else is there? These actually don't quench your thirst. They actually probably make you thirstier, but they do add to calories, so they are good to pick up. Let's look here now. So our thirst is good. Our hunger is a little bit bad. And there's about an hour of daylight left, so we don't even know what time it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside for a second and see where we're at during the day. And if we see it's a little bit too dark, then we might eat something and maybe hit the sack a little early and try to sleep as much as possible. I did check this, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's just go outside for a second. Okay, so it is quite dark. Yeah, so it's either... Yeah, you know what? I think it's night. So you can kind of see a little bit of radius ahead of you, but that's pretty much it. See, you wouldn't want to be caught out in an open area like this, walking around going, ooh, this is nice. Apparently your eyes also adjust in the game, kind of like in real life, so the more time you spend in the dark... Actually, I'm going to go inside because I'm hearing some freakiness. So the more time you spend in the dark, your eyes will adjust to it. So actually, it looks like my eyes have adjusted a little bit to the darkness. So that is pretty good, pretty good. I would say in about an hour or so, this whole place will be completely pitch black. Anyways, oh, there's a hook over here. I missed it. Ah. So, well, since we're here, we're going to look at the workbench. So, you could craft things, and the more you craft, the more skill goes up, and more of these things will unlock. So, obviously, you need to find the right resources to build some of these things, like a snare, for example. And hook. So I do have scrap metal, but you know what? I'm not going to be fishing for a little while. I actually never fished in the game yet. You know what? We could build this a fishing tackle. Might as well. We do have a line and a hook, so it was left there probably for tutorial sakes. So yeah, let's actually craft one of these. Okay, so it says about 2 hours of daylight left. So for some odd reason, I got disoriented and it didn't show me. Maybe because I was inside for a while, so I kind of, lost track of time. So our crafting skill went up a little bit. And we can't really do anything else here. So, okay. That was cool. So let's see here. About 2 hours. Okay, so we're a little bit hungry, so we're going to eat just something small for now. Just to kind of help it out a little bit. I could eat an energy bar. Yeah, you know what? Let's eat a candy bar. Let's get it up just a little bit. We don't need to go crazy. And before we go to bed, we'll definitely fix that. And make sure we always eat before we go to bed, because you don't want to wake up and be starving and not have enough calories to eat to last you the day. So you know what? Let's go outside for a little bit. Ah, there we go. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was a glitch, but yeah. Look how dark it is. Whoa, that scared me. So look how dark it is out here. Even when the sun's going down, you can see the moon right there. You can't see nothing. It's really, really bad. So you don't want to be outside, that's for sure. When nightfall hits, then all of a sudden you start hearing what howling and whatnot and footsteps, like I'm hearing right now. That might be a deer, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, let's just go indoors again. No point in being outside if you can't see anything. Alright, so I think we might wait it out for a bit and go to sleep. In the meantime, though, since there is about an hour, we could maybe break down some things. So let's break down the shelf here. So to break down the shelf, it's going to take about an hour and 30 minutes. And it's going to take about 375 calories. Thankfully, we got our hatchet here, but we do need as much wood as possible. So let's break it down. Now, it's going to be probably pitch black now. Yep, so there we go. So here it is, indoors at nighttime, pitch black. But thankfully, we got a lantern. So let's equip it, and let's light it. There you go. Beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, so we just pick up all this reclaimed wood. And yeah, that's why a hatchet, finding a hatchet right at the beginning is so important. Because, I mean, finding, just breaking down these little crates, and crates are sometimes kind of hard to find. Here's another shelf right here. But I'm not going to actually do it because my hunger is quite big, so I do need to eat. And I think I'm going to eat a little bit, and I think I'm going to go to sleep. My fatigue is not too bad, but you know what? Might as well get a first night's rest from probably being outdoors for days walking after my plane crashed. Just wanted to make sure there's nothing else. Might as well use this light source. Okay, there's nothing here. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Really good start, that's for sure. I'm really happy with what I got as a beginning resources. And I couldn't complain. So, you know what? I'm going to break down these crates. It takes about 50 minutes. It's 60 calories. Might as well do that now. And this one. Cool. So like I said, I think I'm going to use this. I could break down the table and the chair if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that now. So I'm going to use this as a starting base. I think this is perfect. I have a workbench down there, and I got a little bit of wood. I got some storage, so I could actually store some wood and stuff, before I go on some long journeys to go find more supplies. I think this would be a perfect spot. I think this is a really good spot, actually. So I think we're going to stick around here for a little while. Now, this lantern's pretty cool. I could kind of, grab this. Where is it? Sorry. There we go. I could just place it right there and have it on. So what I'm going to do, though, is I think I'm going to go to sleep. But first, we're going to eat something. We should eat something at least kind of hearty. There is this beef jerky, because, you know what? Let's just do the beef jerky. And I kind of want to get over that 1,000, at least maybe 1,200. Energy bar is perfect. And you know what? In the morning, we might start a small fire and eat some of this pork and beans and stuff. So let's eat the energy bar. There you go. Cool. And our thirst is a little bit high, so let's drink a little bit of water too. Yeah, so tomorrow, I think tomorrow when we wake up, we're going to start a little fire. cook this pork and beans and eat it. It does give you 600 calories, which is really good. Maybe drink one of these pops. And we need to melt a little bit of snow to fill at least a liter of water. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. So the way I'm going to be playing this series, guys, it's going to be casual. It's going to be pretty much the way I played this first episode. It's going to be relaxed and just kind of, take it slow, take it easy. And this is going to be my relaxed game because I'm playing games that are quite stressful and quite demanding. And I think this would be a perfect fit. I don't know when I'll be releasing or how many episodes I'll be releasing per week. But this is going to be an ongoing series. And depending how, you guys receive it, I will continue to upload them. So yeah, I'm going to go 24 hours. So this episode is day 1. Next episode is day 2. And so on and so forth until we die. And then we'll restart again until we master the game and we'll play it on S.T.A.L.K.E.R, which will be a little bit more intense. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked the episode. If you guys did like it, please leave a like. Please subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.